What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from the Steel City Renegades. And if you need auto parts, there's only one place that I know I go, and that's Detroit Auto Parts. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. So don't forget, if you need any parts for your vehicle today, reach out to Detroit Auto Parts, the official home and auto parts store of Redline Radio LLC. What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Again, that's 234-334-7547.
What's going on, everybody? It is Timbuktu from TimbukTuesday. And I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
I was feeling kind of down tonight. Psych! It's TimbukTuesday!
What?
TimbukTuesday!
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, partner, what y'all about to do? Y'all might as well have a seat and let me holler at you. I'm about to bring the I'm about to bring the laughs. I'm about to pack a punch. You know I'm hungry, little mama. Come on, let's do lunch. You know I'm next top comic, but let's just pick the topic. I'm Timbuktu, my people, and I'm not here to gossip. I'm only here to chop it. But I might get obnoxious. I wanna hear your vision, but please make it hypnotic. You know I'm on a mission, but please I need permission to sign this paperwork. This shit give me permission to check your intuition. I wanna feel your vibe. It takes a village, baby. I'm about to build this shrine.
It's TimbukTuesday. It's TimbukTuesday. It's TimbukTuesday. Yay. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we about to throw a party. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TimbukTuesday. I can't hear for some reason.
That nigga shot at the cops. Oh shit, we live?
We live to the motherfucker, guys. What up with the guys?
Shout out to everybody. This is the pre-recorded show. It's actually Thursday in the studio.
It's Thursday.
Thursday in the studio is crazy.
We recorded this last Thursday. We don't know what time we did it, but we recorded it.
Yeah, it's a Thursday.
This ain't live, so if you put any comments, you could say anything to us right now. We won't respond. Unless you say some fuck shit, then I'm like, then we got your neck. What's up, fellas?
What's good with you guys?
Not much, man. How y'all feeling?
Fuck today.
Damn.
We're gonna start today.
Damn, last day of Black History Month. That's how you started?
Yes,
That's crazy.
slavery.
I don't know what's going on, but
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear us? Technical difficulties. You know why? Because
welcome to the J. Made show, where I'm your host. No, I can't even hear me. I feel, nigga, my right ear was going out. I had to, like back in the day on the old Walkman, you had to wrap your shit around and jiggle it right. Nigga, on your way home, like praying you don't take that wrong step. You got it in your pocket. You know how it goes.
What's up, Eb?
shout out to nostalgia. We were just talking about earlier. Y'all remember when you used to be able to go to McDonald's and take $5 would get you a full meal, like a full meal, even if you got off the dollar menu. Like, remember when apple pies used to be 2 for $1?
Apple pies was definitely 2 for $1.
These motherfuckers $1.80 now. Fuck
Damn,
inflation.
them apple pies didn't get better, did they?
Nigga, I don't know.
Nigga, I started fucking with McDonald's when the double cheeseburger and the McDouble. Two different things. I'm like, no.
One is with extra cheese.
Yeah, like, y'all gonna do me like that. McDonald's. I've been supplying y'all whole career.
I stopped fucking with McDonald's officially all the way when they got rid of High C. Like, y'all got rid of High C, and then it was just like, oh, nobody was drinking. Bullshit. I know everybody
was drinking.
Because it was to the point it was like, let me get an orange. The niggas didn't even say High C. They're just like, let me get an orange.
I think it was the sugar content. I think that's what they try to chalk it up.
So wait,
to.
what else did they get rid of? The fruit punch or both?
No,
or all the above.
Oh yeah. They got rid of both, and then maybe like a few years ago, they was like, they made it a thing. Guess what? We got back High C. Like, shut the fuck up.
We need to talk about them niggas Sprite though, man. What they doing to that shit, man? Why that
So-
shit so crispy like that?
I read somewhere, or I was watching the video. One or two.
It had
I
to be a
definitely
video
don't
'cause
read.
I think I know what you're talking about. I said the dude was talking about it's chemically made or for it, like how. Go ahead.
Yeah, so McDonald's actually gets like these silver containers, like silver, like CO2, like whole things, like whereas they send other restaurants just the bag with the pouch in it. I mean the box with the pouch
With
in
the
it.
So
syrup.
like McDonald's got this shit, or they send McDonald's?
Only McDonald's.
They send it to McDonald's though.
Yeah.
So they got like a deal. Like,
Yeah.
make that shit extra spicy.
McDonald's been with Coke for a minute, so
Okay, that makes sense.
their
Just like-
deal is
just like Taco Bell is the only ones with Baja
Baja
Blast.
Blast.
right.
I fuck with Baja Blast.
Baja Blast go stupid.
You could give me if you give me a Baja Blast.
I never
can
got the
drink
hype.
that
It's still
shit. You
like
don't like Baja Blast?
It's cool, but it's to me. I've never been a fan of Mountain Dew, so it's kind of just like
Me neither.
like
Some niggas
Cold
give me
Red.
that
Like
Baja Blast.
Cold Red was cool. Baja Blast is it's just another Mountain Dew. Like, all right.
is that better? There
That's
we
better.
go. I can hear me now. Shit,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear shit.
Yeah, we
Baja
there, we
Blast
there.
be so
There we
nice.
go. Yeah. I can hear me now.
Yeah, it sounds better. We equalize. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, that shit wasn't right, man. I'm like, why can't I hear myself? Am I going deaf, nigga? I don't know what's going on. That the common song you were singing?
No.
Oh, well,
You know,
she was
like-
deaf in that too.
After you sent the the Jamie Foxx, like when I went back and I'm like, oh, I hear this shit.
I still
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
hear it yet. I still didn't hear it. I
Oh.
still didn't hear it.
You hear
It's instantly when it came on, I knew what it was. I'm like, oh, okay.
I didn't hear
Oh,
it.
that shit tough.
Again, my volume could have been messed up. I think I'm.
I
I think I'm going deaf. To be honest.
I
with you.
didn't hear it the first time, but then when you sent it, I'm like, and I played it back. I'm like, oh shit.
I played that. Then I played the Jamie Foxx, and then I went back to when I still don't hear it.
You can hear like the.
They play it like through the whole thing. You can hear it.
I had again. I take it to the lab again.
For those
Now
who
that
don't-
Chloe and Chris, I heard that. That was easy.
Yeah, that was-
I ain't listened to their song yet. What sample?
That was the
That was Usher.
yeah, the Usher song. I want you back. Yeah.
I want
I know
driving
Fab
me
did.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still
One
That's
day.
my shit.
baby.
Who did some? Somebody else did something to that.
Because I was waiting
I'ma
for I was
figure
waiting
it
for
out.
you to like
Somebody else used that sample.
Dark
too,
Child,
though.
not Dark Child. What was my man's name?
Wasn't that Tim and Bob or something?
I can't think of dude's name.
Was it just Blaze?
Yeah.
That was Just Blaze.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for you to be like Just Blaze, and it never came. It was like Hitmaker. I was like,
Well, you know this nigga Hitmaker gonna sample some shit.
Yes.
Hitmaker do got a lot of shit he actually don't sample, and he actually
The
doesn't
last thing I heard from me.
put his tag on.
Yeah.
It's a lot that I actually didn't know that he made. But if it's on some sample shit, that nigga.
What was his rapper name?
Young Bird.
Young Bird. Right.
The corniest
I
rapper.
remember he got his chain snatched by come on, what's the Trick? When Trick took Young Bird chain and he came to the Matrop and he would let niggas take pictures with it for 20 a pop. I'll never forget that night. I was in there. I ain't take a picture with the chain.
I was about to say, did you pay the 20?
No, it was a Transformer chain. I ain't do it because I know I ain't take it. So for me to hold
Flex
up
with it.
Yeah, Young Berg's chains, like I ain't take it. So
And then it'd be 6 other niggas with the same picture.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't knocking anybody who did it. I just wasn't like tough enough to take it off this nigga neck. But clearly, Trick did. And you know what I mean? He was passing that bitch around the Matrop. I'm telling you, like niggas was just passing that bitch around.
Were you there? You was there.
I was there that night. Yeah, real talk. The Matrop used to have some crazy nights, man. I remember. I know we probably talked about this before, but the night Jeezy was there, but and then he went to fucking Scripps and he performed for like 3 hours. It's like, yeah, Jeezy coming to the Matrop. Jeezy coming to the Matrop. So I'm at the Matrop. Nigga, I get there like early, like 11:30. Well, you know, it's early for club standards.
Right.
So I get there. This nigga Jeezy literally walked through. I can't remember what they play. I think it was Get Your Mind Right. It was like, I'm the realest nigga in it. He walked through.
Already
He had like a black fur on. I swear to God, he was like, all right, Jeezy going to VIP. Never seen this nigga again for the rest of the night. Lo and behold, this nigga Cindy was at Scripps. He said Jeezy performed for like 3 hours, bro. I was sick. This was before I really like knew Cindy though, so he ain't, you know, obviously gonna tell me like, hey, nigga, pull up.
Right.
But you know, when we were talking about it, you know, after the fact, he's like, yeah, man, Jeezy came to Scripps. He had on a black fur. This nigga, he's like, we ain't leave the club till like 7 a.m. I'm like, bro, they said Jeezy was in VIP. Tough times, man. But yeah, man, I ain't take a picture with that man chain because I ain't take it from him, so I couldn't be flexing with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have spent $20 for a chain that ain't yours anyway. Like, you know,
bro, I mean, to hold the Transformer chain up though, I can see why that chain was hard.
Yeah, that was a dope chain.
I mean, I don't know.
Chain.
It
was definitely a dope chain, but you still didn't take it. So
right, but I mean, obviously, I didn't take a picture with it because I didn't take it, but I mean, it's not saying you took it if you take a picture with it. But that was just my mindset.
Understandable. But even then, you sitting here.
Hey, man, look at Trick a good businessman.
You paid $20.
I took this nigga chain and I made how much ever profit.
Did he give it back?
I think he got it back eventually.
Okay. He got it back?
I think so.
I don't know, man. Hey.
They
say you might pull up in Detroit. You been called Trick, man. Ask me if you allowed in there.
Well, let's read these sponsors before we get too deep into the show.
Dynatech. Woo!
Yeah, man. Hey, man, read it off, bro.
Go ahead.
All right, fuck it. I'll read it. Shout out to Dynatech as Lou has.
I can't read the first page.
Shout out to Glenn at Dynatech, Glenn and the crew.
As testified by Lewis Walker, our diamond saw blades are the fastest cutting and longest lasting. Customer satisfaction is how we measure success at Dynatech. And our engineers are always available to help you troubleshoot and solve a problem on your job site. Dynatech is the only saw blade that is company recommended by the pavement marking manufacturing industry. Located in Elyria, Ohio, Dynatech is committed to being the top diamond saw blade company around the world. Dynatech's products include saw blades, abrasive blades, pavement marking blades, core drill rigs and core drill bits, high-speed gas saws, masonry saws, walk-behind saws, and tile saws, and as well as other construction equipment. Dynatech stands behind their products with the warranty and customer service that keeps customers like Lewis Walker satisfied and earns Dynatech a ranking that is best in the industry. Contact Dynatech today. They are located at 161 Reeser Court, Elyria, Ohio, 44035. And you can reach them by phone at 1-800-446-9001. Or you can also email sales@dynatech.com or visit dynatech.com.
Get your saw.
Get you a nice little core bit drill from Dynatech, man. That's the only people we fucking with as far as construction.
Sorry about the cough. But since we're talking about construction,
Donnie text, send me a drill. I am working on my house.
right? Since we're talking about construction, I feel like this is a good time to bring up Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, kitchens, windows, sliding doors, and much more.
Hey Wiggins, I'm working on my bathroom.
Right. So if you got anything residential, as he does, or commercial, you can call Will today at 440-731-7654 and tell them Redline sent you. They won't give you anything off, but just tell them we sent you.
Man, one more thing. This not an ad, but Giant Eagle, y'all lucky y'all get this shit for free. Tomorrow we are having a job fair at American Seaway Food, 5300 Richmond Road. If you or anybody is looking for a job, there are 3 times tomorrow to come. You could take a tour of the facility and you could also interview. So we have times at 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and then 2 p.m. So if you or someone is looking for a job, you know what I mean, pull up to American Seaway Food, man. It's a great company. I mean, it's a great company. I don't work there, but hey, I'll be there tomorrow. It's a great company. Get you a nice warehouse job.
Watch the struggle.
You know what I mean? Get you some nice benefits. Pay starts at $17 an hour, but there is opportunities to make more with incentives. Pretty much, the faster you move, the more you make. So if you need a job or you know someone who needs a job, man, tell them to come up tomorrow. Like I said, 5300 Richmond Road, 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and 2 p.m. Pull up, get you a job, man. Say Redline Radio. I don't know what we could do for you because I don't got no pool there, but I could say, hey, man, I could try to pull some strings, man, but I ain't going to try to tell you I'm Geppetto out here, but I could try to make some shit happen, man. But no, for real.
You might see me there if you pull up.
Man, it's a good opportunity, man. Hey, Redline Radio is broadcasting live.
Oh, shit.
I'm calling you now. We're just going to make it happen, man.
I'll make a call.
Redline Giant Eagle, man. Perfect connect.
I just feel like ain't the Giant Eagle sign red?
Yeah, man. And you get, hey, man, that 10% off, that shit gonna hit because all the Giant Eagles, like the meat products, the bakery, all that is like Giant Eagle. So that shit 10% off. So we going up in the summer, bro. Giant Eagle meat on meat. Pause. Just in case.
Cookouts galore.
I'm God. On God. All right, so I ain't got shit to talk about. All right, y'all. It's the name of the show is over. All right, no.
Yeah, what we talking about today, man? Y'all be sending some interesting stuff in the chat, man. We gonna talk.
I mean, we can talk about all of that. I just personally feel I'm the bum friend right now.
Damn, man. Probably make the most money out of all of us.
Right.
I'm still the bum friend right now. But I guarantee both of you guys are mobile. I'm not.
But how do we?
Yeah.
Let's open it up to chat.
Let's gauge it. I'm the bum friend.
If you make, so this is my thing. If you have a car long enough, car issues gonna happen. That shit's just gonna happen.
Yeah, understandable. That's what
that doesn't make you a bum friend.
Yeah, I'm the bum friend because right now I ain't got a car, so I'm the bum.
I don't even want to.
I don't really say. I don't think that.
I don't want to mess up my 2-week check.
I ain't got a job, so if you a bum friend,
if we match your checks, your checks will probably y'all do mine. You salary.
Right.
You salary.
Right. So my
big money.
I'm topped out at 40 hours, bro. Them niggas have me there big 50 money. Hours. No, I wish it was big.
Big money. You get incentives or fucking bonuses. Not this way.
I get once a year. That's if y'all better shop at fucking Giant Eagle. My bonus. Nah, man, y'all be shopping at Giant Eagle for real though.
Today on February 28th is when Giant Eagle sales plummeted.
The last day of Black History Month.
I swear to God, bro, if the sales plummeted, bro.
On the last day of Black History Month, how you feel about sales plummeting?
Slavery.
Bro, y'all, because then y'all just trying to press a black man. I don't want to never see a black man win.
That's how I feel.
Nah, man, but shit, you get overtime. You know what I mean?
It's not fun. You say that shit like it's
you know what I mean? People like so like our trainers, right? They get a chance to go become like managers, like supervisors and managers. They like, no, why would I do that? Why would I go be salary when I'm killing y'all in overtime? I'm like, bro, this nigga is right, man. Like, why would he become a manager when this nigga is crushing overtime?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why most people don't move up most places.
Yeah, so like these, bro, these niggas is making guap, bro. Like some of our trainers is making
I believe
operations money.
I
And I'm like, bro,
believe it.
clearly I picked the wrong profession.
It's definitely a few. It's most people, most operators, high tier operators. They don't want to move into management because like they're killing the overtime. Like they killing managers' salary. Like, yeah, you hear more or whatever, but at the end of the year,
which makes for a weird dynamic because it's hard. I feel like it's hard when you're a manager, you telling somebody to do something. It's like, nigga, I make more money than you. Yeah. But I'm happy because like, I mean, all the people who making a lot of money, man, like they really good dudes. Like they're my guys. So like I get it. And I feel it like you want me to take on more, you want me to be more responsible, and I'm about to make less money. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I definitely don't want to make less money unless it's worth it. Like unless it makes sense.
Only usually how they offset it is the schedule,
right?
Like,
but
you're Monday through Friday, and the people who's working all the overtime, you sacrificing off days, etc., or you working longer hours.
The only thing though that does counterbalance that is you making more money in the long run, but the manager do have potential to make more money in the long run.
Yeah.
Like if it's a marathon thing, they do have potential to make more. But if you're talking about short term, like 1 year, 2 year, like yeah, you probably will make more than the manager.
Yeah.
But eventually, like you would
that overtime stop.
Yeah, like it'll be some shit where like they could cap, not cap it, but you know what I mean? Like at a certain point, like it could be a limit. Like it's not guaranteed, but that manager's salary will probably increase.
Yeah. But then also with the overtime, depending on how many hours you put on your check, sometimes
taxes eat that
shit up. Like you didn't work. Let's say like I know for me, if I work anything over 30 hours of overtime, at that point, anything after that, I'm not really seeing it. Like I'm wasting my time. Like I'm there again. It'll go from you work one day of overtime. I'm say 12 hours. Boom. That may be an extra possible
like $80, $100.
No, that's like $5 possibly.
For one day?
Yeah, it's 12 hours. So it's like
bro, you see this nigga talking about we make it. This nigga talking about
$500.
I'm saying at the on top of your check before taxes. Calm down.
No, nigga.
Before taxes.
Hold on, nigga.
I'm talking top tier because top tier at the it's like 32 or some shit.
Oh,
so
okay.
Like that's
still like that's wild.
My dad been at the water department. My whole damn family been at the water department. I know how niggas getting down. You can't fool me.
I guess. But anyway, like it's like before taxes around that because it's time and a half. Yeah. Because so at that point
I'm in the wrong profession,
like,
nigga. All right, nigga, I'm in the wrong. Nigga, I need to go. Actually, it's good that
nigga could probably buy a whole new whip right now.
Right? No, I can't. Student loans are about to come back.
Sure.
Allegedly.
Who the fuck?
Allegedly.
Them bitches ain't back for so long, bro. Who said that damn thing with Joe Biden? Come out here. Okay, I just randomly thought about that. That shit was fucking terrible.
And I do want to ask you: have you noticed any? I mean, I don't know if you can report any of this shit, but with the tank spilling in East Palestine.
Hey man, be careful how you answer this, man.
Have you heard any like issues with the water or anything like that?
As far as
so that's a yes, but
no, as far as what?
You asked as far as hey, be careful how you answer this, man. I answer everything like Giant Eagle is listening, by the way.
You got to.
The water levels and like the toxins in the water and shit like that.
I mean, I haven't heard anything, but usually in those type of scenarios, what they do is block off that source and then have whatever chemicals removed from. So like, let's say we had a stream and something like a gas tanker failed. At that point, they block off and try to get soaking up the chemicals, and essentially they got like water logs. Essentially, they trap that area of the water, and then deal with it in the way like they may pump that whole section or whatever till it's gone. So as far as have I heard anything about what's going on? No, but they have procedures in place to properly handle it. So
look at them, educated answer.
Yeah, man.
They have procedures in place.
Yeah.
Don't answer everything like the water department listening, man. The water department listening.
They are listening.
As soon as we said East Palestine, them niggas was like, huh?
Right.
They're always listening. Everybody's always listening.
So I seen this video where this chick was trying to sue her husband for, I guess you want to say, rape, because they were having consensual sex and she got pregnant. She okayed the sex, obviously,
Right.
but she didn't okay getting pregnant.
So that's not rape then. Now you just didn't okay a baby, but you
She right. She knew it was unprotected. I mean, I'm assuming it was unprotected sex, or
It was unprotected. She was on birth control.
you assume the risk.
right.
Because
She was. Now you got to sue your birth control. You can't sue me,
you know, because even then, even on birth control, you can still get pregnant.
of course.
I seen a story. A woman had an IUD. What the
IUD.
IUD in, got pregnant. The baby came out holding that motherfucker. Like, yo, like, ain't like, what do you do? Like that nigga was determined. He like, I'm gonna be here.
That's funny if he was holding that bitch.
Yeah, like I'll try to find it. Like the baby, like he literally had it in his hand. The doctor put it out. They was wiping him off. He just gripping it. Like, yo. He like, yeah, you thought you could stop me? Like nigga.
I will say, I did see. I definitely seen a picture.
You gotta name that baby Thanos or something, nigga. That nigga.
Oh, he had the gauntlet in his hand. That shit's so
I ain't gonna
funny.
lie, I be thinking shit like that, like fake though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
But
he holding that bitch.
I seen the picture for sure, but man, there ain't no telling like, hey man, you just try to place an agenda, and I'm cynical like that now. I think everybody do anything for attention. Even like the video that you sent, like I know that was some I don't know what show that was, but I remember that couple was on Love and Hip Hop. It was Fresher and whoever.
Hey, wasn't that
This
Tahiri?
nigga is really holding.
No, that wasn't Tahiri.
And they let
You
them hold it.
saw the wedding thing, right?
Yeah, that's not Tahiri. But I know
I thought it was.
that couple they weren't on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if that show was Love and Hip Hop. I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop.
Me too.
But
it's just like
Why they let him continue to hold it though?
I mean, they just pulled him out at that point.
no, I think somebody put it in his hand.
I feel like they just pulled him out, wiped him down, and he was like, all right, let's.
I think somebody put it in his hand and took the picture.
It had to.
I feel like he might have. I feel opposite. Like, oh, we got to get the picture of this of him still holding.
I don't know, but again,
That's a stretch though. Like
I don't
because
I think everything is for clicks and views
with
though,
the baby
now, so.
with the baby on her chest. That's how they when the baby first come out. They put straight. They wrap her up and then they do skin to skin.
Also, say I don't know where exactly. I mean, I know where the IUD is placed, but I don't know where it ends up for him to just snatch it on the way out.
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, he might have grabbed it while it was.
He might have been holding that
the
bitch.
whole time. Like
I'm not saying it's not
strangling.
possible.
Like you
just
thought you
saying-
could stop me.
Holding to that nigga the whole 9 months. Yeah, nigga, we together.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just telling y'all.
I'm an edible.
Charlie said, I heard it's people out there going blind and obtaining spectacular aim. Then he said, you can sue a nigga for not pulling out. That ain't rape though, only because they taking away vacuuming rights. I guess I know what that is.
Okay. Why she ain't just, if she did, oh, it's gonna sound like a woman blaming, but
Yep, go ahead.
Why she ain't
Get at him, chat. Get
have protected sex or just take that plan B ski? You know
Well, she was on birth control already.
Hey man, you can never
That
be
means-
too. Clearly, he had super sperm.
him. Like what that mean? Like you want if you and then the question is,
If you don't want the kid, you gotta-
did she know he nutted in them?
I'm pretty sure she did because they was. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a marriage,
Yeah, but even then,
and I'm pretty sure. I mean, with her being on birth control,
Hey man.
so then how do you blame the husband?
Listen,
at that
I
point?
don't know how this works because clearly I've never taken birth control. But like, if you gotta take every risk, you gotta take every precaution, right?
Yeah.
You got birth control with the plan B
and the condom.
Listen, correct. Now,
So you
I'm
could get-
just speculating. Women in the chat because I don't know, and I do not need
Get
you.
at him,
No,
eat him up,
I'm just saying
get him, ladies.
we got to take every avenue to make sure we don't have this kid.
Toxic masculinity.
No, it's not. It's toxic femininity for her to sue her husband.
No, she ain't her.
So-
She ain't her defined
Her husband,
feminine.
No, sue the birth control people. Them the niggas who fucked up. They the failures.
It already say on the birth control package. It's not 100% proof. Like it even
Well,
it
step
tells
your
you.
game up.
It tells you
Step your game up.
celibacy. That's all I can tell you.
Well, that's her husband.
What does that mean?
I mean, celibacy is usually. I mean, if you're married, usually you
Why would you
commence your marriage.
yeah,
Like,
now
You can still be celibate in marriage. Not granted, it won't be a great marriage,
but then now your husband banging a side chick.
but you're not pregnant.
Now the side chick pregnant. The side chick pregnant.
At the end of the day, if you're complaining about her, if she's complaining about her being pregnant, why does she care?
Because the side chick pregnant.
Let the side chick be pregnant. She didn't want to be pregnant.
I don't know, man. People do anything for likes, clicks, and views.
Very
for
true.
sure. For
I have no horse in this race at all. No, I don't give a fuck.
I don't, man. But at some point, man, we gotta stick up for men, I guess.
Talk your shit.
Nobody's sticking up for men.
Toxic masculinity. I'm just playing. Let y'all tell it. I'm the toxic one, so
You might be the most red pillish out of the three.
I don't think I'm red pill.
I think I said the most out of the three.
He didn't say you was raping.
I just feel like we don't. I just agree with a lot of us. We not valued.
I agree with that.
But that's true.
Like we are as men. We're quick to be told to put our lives on the line, but it's not valued that we put our lives on the line. Or we're supposed to protect and provide, but it's like I watched something that was talking about how women are. How to phrase this? Men still have the traditional values of we will sacrifice what we want to do for the family, where modern women aren't making that sacrifice for their family anymore. Like it's not a thing, and it's not a real thing for them. Like they in the midst of the marriage or whatever, they'll break up the family because they say, generally speaking, 80% of the time it's women that initiates divorce. They'll break up the family on a whim or whatever for them, for what they want, and not the overall goal of the family.
From my experience,
Get them women in the chat.
right. From my experience, it was definitely like, she kind of controlled the happiness of the relationship.
I mean, that's weird too, because it's like I feel like guys, like they say guys don't know what like most men know what you want, and we're very consistent.
Yeah.
We are very consistent. It'd be like, I'll be good. And it'd be like, all of a sudden, let's say Shorty doesn't want to go out right now. She's, no, I want to be in the house. And okay, so now we stacking bread. We in the house. We doing in the house shit. And now all of a sudden, I don't want to go out. We don't go out no more.
Yeah, that
it's like we weren't going out this whole last 2 years or whatever. Like now, like okay, if you want to go, just say something. But you didn't say something. You've been hoarding it. Now it's a problem.
Right.
That I didn't know it was a fucking problem.
Hallelujah. You're preaching to the choir right now.
Nah, man.
I'm
just talking about old experiences.
That's on the island specific.
And I'm not and at the end of the day, I'm not a great communicator. So that's all.
I mean, is that somebody else's statement or yours?
Yeah, that's someone else's statement. But you gotta live by the life.
No, I mean, I be trying to listen to these red pill niggas to an extent, because I do think there probably is like actual like message and like all the bullshit. Because even like Kevin Samuels, I know he's
I never really cared for Kevin Samuels. I mean,
neither, but I do think he says things that were actually true, and it actually was like informative.
Yeah.
But then the theatrics around it was
I'm more of a get to the skirt that surface layer shit off. What's the core of all of this?
Right. So I equivalent the same to other people who have a similar, I don't know. I don't want to say ideology or trajectory, whatever the case may be.
Like how you hate freshmen.
I'm not hate freshmen, but I think the niggas are corny. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think.
And the crazy part is I don't never watch they full podcast. Like, it's just like the random shorts.
Clips.
I don't
Yeah.
even random shorts that pop up. And
The clips are corny.
I mean,
To me,
fair enough. But again, I scrape off the corny shit. Like, what's the core of what he's saying?
Well,
it's the same shit. Kevin Samuels.
I try. Right. That's why I try to get to that point.
I think
past the corniness.
I think niggas make good points, but I feel like
true.
some shit be contradicting. Like, so, or it's just too generalized. I'm not gonna say contradiction. It's just too generalized. Like, I was actually looking at a video earlier where it was saying like, if a man wants you, He gonna make time for you. He gonna text you. He gonna call you. He gonna do all this other stuff.
Nah,
But
I
at the
fucking
same
hate
time,
that.
right? Because one, I know for me personally, I might want to chick, but I'm not about to bug you every 5 seconds.
yeah, like let's say
And
let's
if I'm
say
just
we want to feel
legit
like
busy.
yeah, nigga. I didn't gotten so many arguments over like I'm at work.
the
Sometimes I can
fucking
talk at work. Sometimes I can't because I'm
Bro.
fucking working.
Right,
Yeah.
that's the point I hate. Like, if he's like, oh, well, if you want to make time, like, yeah, sometimes I have free time at work, and sometimes I have hiring events at 9, 11, and 2. Pull up,
Plug.
But nah, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like if I got a fucking hiring event and the big boss is there and the under little boss is there and the other like, bro, I can't just be on my phone all day. Now, if I'm by myself, yeah, I could text you or laugh at your YouTube videos, whatever case may be.
Your
But
memes, you know, whatever
yeah,
you're
but
saying.
sometimes like the big boss is there, like I'm busy.
Can I make a red pill comment?
Oh, here we go. Fresh and fit.
No, it's just funny because like every time I've dealt with some type of shit like this, Shorty work from home. You don't have the type of restraints I
You
got.
ain't got no boss.
Yeah, ain't nobody looking over your shoulder. Ain't nobody walking past your office door like no.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's real. So, but yeah, I hate shit like that where it's like, oh, if he wanted to, he would.
That's
He
stupid.
would. Like, dog, like,
Because
so
even
I
then, the flip
got you
side,
work. Because if I didn't work, I'd be a bum.
because then the flip that's about literally was about to say because then the flip side of that is he always got time to talk to you and text you that he ain't working, he ain't ambitious, he ain't about that money.
Right.
He got time like
Why he got so much time to text you all day?
like it ain't you can't win for lose. Like again, that's why I always said I would die by this. It's men is draw lose, women is draw win. Because of that type of shit, because they lead with their emotions, which is fine, but then you got to understand your emotions aren't consistent, or they're more easily changeable than most things. Like today you feel like this, so all right, today you like blue. I'm wearing blue all the time. Tomorrow we wake up, I'm gonna put on blue because you like blue. Now you don't like blue, you on red. Now you upset that I got on blue. Like
That nigga just gave me a headache. I don't even. But I get it. I definitely get it. I mean, because I feel like women's feelings are so flighty.
yeah, very flighty. And
that
then
I feel this way.
valid,
Yeah,
but-
yeah, it's not like that. I'm not
but
trying to
I still
invalidate
got,
any
like,
of that.
You got to give me time to keep up with these shits.
Right. And it's just like they could feel one type of way and strongly feel that type of way, and then the next day they feel completely the opposite and strongly feel completely the opposite. Like, where was the switch? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
Bro, that
and then
shit
they
happened
changed that
quick,
and then you
bro.
can never. So what was the switch about? And then when you trying to,
Try to logically understand it.
yeah, it just don't make
No,
sense.
no.
So,
logic.
so I did get in this thinking of this type of topic. I did get in the I seen the clip and I also got in the conversation. You know how they always say women are more mature than men? Are they really?
I don't agree.
I'm just asking because that was part of like emotion, like with your emotions being so flighty. How are you mature with anything then and being able to handle stuff when it's so unpredictable?
Yeah,
like.
I think when they say women mature faster than men, it's because men have more of a kid-like tendencies, as far as like still wanting to have fun, still trying to be like.
But is that a kid thing or just a human thing? Why are you removing fun out of life?
Right, and that's what I was trying to get to. Like, I can't really say that I'm not mature because I still want to have fun. I can still make fart jokes. I can still
Like be silly. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of that's part. But then at the same breath, that's part of being a joyous person, which people want to be around. Joyous people. He's silly. He's goofy. I can laugh with that person. Like, who want to be around a snobby, stuck up bitch?
But then when it's like that, I'll just use me as an example. People say they can't take me serious because
Oh yeah, I hear
I'm
that.
always joking. Like, but nigga, I'm a comedian. Like, I'm supposed to.
I mean, even outside
But even
of that-
before I became a comedian, like, people said they couldn't take me serious anyway because I'm always trying to have fun. I'm always joking. Like, in my worst times, I'm joking. Like, so I can't help that.
I mean, I feel like that's a coping mechanism for some
It's
people.
definitely a
And
coping
definitely
mechanism.
because again, if somebody passed, we cracking jokes. We cracking jokes at this funeral because I understand. Yeah, we gonna be sad, but this is my way of mourning. I want to laugh about the good times. If something happened, I'm like, man, remember that time that nigga got kicked off the bus? Like all that type of shit, like stupid shit. Like, why we gonna sit here and be like he go? Yes, that's obvious. But we gonna remember every time we think about him, we gonna think about the good shit. So let's do that now. Some of the good shit involves laughter. It seems like a logical conclusion, but I'm retarded. So
I won't. If I die, Sooner than y'all niggas. I want y'all to know, please crack jokes all through the fucking funeral, nigga. Like the whole time.
Don't get me wrong. I'm probably gonna be crying if y'all die before me. Like, like I'm gonna be crying at y'all funeral, but it's gonna be crying and cracking jokes. Like y'all like it's gonna turn into Lewis Comedy Hour. For it's solid.
Please do that. I'd rather you. I mean,
Nate's gonna be dead, but I'm already be launching the nigga body up under a bus.
Nah, that's cool. I already got y'all niggas beat though, so it ain't gonna matter.
What you mean?
If I die before y'all, I got all my shit. I'm getting my shit from the grave.
I already know,
nigga.
nigga. I already know.
From the grave.
They try to have me, nigga. They try to have me come sit in the wheel. Hell no. Ain't never have me sit down for.
Hey, we got, bro. Just moves and counter moves, bro. Just like the wedding, the funeral's already planned.
Yeah,
bro.
what's up?
Moves and counter moves, bro.
Checkmate.
We'll see. I mean, if I die first.
CEO said, what up, CEO? It's two of them. So CEO said, yo, and then Charlie said, leading with emotion ain't fair at all, ain't fine at all. That shit, hold on, it went fast. That shit is the root of all issues. I mean, I have to agree with that. I ain't gonna say I 100% agree, but I see what you're trying to say. CEO, so we're making reservations for your funeral.
Hey, bro, pull up.
Yeah,
my shit gonna be in.
My
shit gonna be out the country though.
We gonna have a bottle.
You gotta fly. You gotta fly in for my shit. What Drake say? You gotta pull up to do them fake cries.
All right. CEO said, "Can I plus one?" I know it's gonna be some chicken. It's definitely gonna be some chicken. Charlie said, "When I die, I want my body fed to a lion, so the lion can shit it out, and the shit can be." Fertilize a tree and I'll be a tree forever. I like that.
Y'all remember?
Why can't we just put you in?
We could just put you in the tree. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Why you gotta get eaten and turn into shit first?
Y'all see when that?
Because then you know it's gonna grow tall, I guess.
I apologize. Y'all see when that rapper he died and they had him like in the club.
Oh yeah,
the nigga in the club.
In the club though, my nigga was in the club.
So he wanted to be in the club one more time, man.
Oh no, he said, "Wow, that's deep. Some deep shit." Yes, you're right, CEO. That's some deep shit.
I don't know if I have it in me. Like if it's like, oh yeah,
I'm not feeding you to a lion and then going back to his shit.
I'm not feeding that nigga to a lion. Nor am I like, Major was like, oh, prop me up in the club.
I will say this.
I'm not propping you up in the club.
If I'd have died in my early to mid 20s and the ranch was ranching, hey, man,
have you on the ranch?
Put me in that bitch one more time, man.
By the bar.
Put me by the bar.
with a glass in your hand.
Put me by that shit one more time. But it's like
take me to my favorite sushi spot.
You know what I mean? But you see you grow and evolve, and now it's like, nah, don't put me in the ranch.
Don't put me in the ranch.
If I was 25, put me in that bitch.
Being eaten is giving a zebra one more day with his family. They don't eat just zebras, my nigga. Like
the crazy part is like, if this is his last wish, could this really be a thing? like he wanted his body to be eaten.
I mean, I don't know how much. I don't think one lion is gonna eat all of you. So it'll be multiple lions.
Then we had to follow them niggas,
and then we have to trail each lion that ate
they shit.
Right.
Like we gotta figure. That's a lot of science. We gotta figure out how long it takes to digest you. Like we scooping up the shit from when they ate the zebra before they ate you, not you. Like your shit is like scattered over in the Sahara or some shit. Like
this nigga is stupid, bro.
Y'all wild.
CEO said it would be the best fertilizer.
I guess so.
I mean, I don't disagree with that statement.
Imagine us trying to feed this nigga to a lion, and then the lion start eating. It's about to eat, and then get ran off, and then it's hyenas eating. I'm like, now we don't even get to do your last wish correctly.
Like, it's fucking vultures.
Yeah, like
some vultures just swoop down, and start pecking this nigga.
All right,
man.
so he's okay with us not taking the shit. He just said nope, just let it be. Nature will take its course.
Okay.
All right,
whatever you say.
We got you, Charlie. We gonna feed you to some type of cat.
Hopefully you live in a long, prosperous life, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk your shit.
We all live long, prosperous, healthy lives, man. That's why sometimes I like joking about stuff like this. Even though it is funny.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't want to die no time soon. I mean, I don't want none of y'all niggas to die anytime soon. Honestly, I don't think I want y'all niggas dying before me. So
I don't want y'all dying before me because I don't want to do no work.
I don't want to do work. It's crazy.
then again, I might want to die before y'all, so y'all don't have to carry me, nigga, because that might be a feat.
Like, because again, outside of like we the ones, like ironically, we the only ones without kids, so it's gonna be like, who gonna carry everybody and all that type of shit. And then he'd be like, man,
and Jay, what up, girl?
I always say, like, for y'all, like, y'all get one or the other. Y'all getting a eulogy or a best man speech. I already had to give 2 in my life, so y'all can keep these shits. I'm running out of words to say.
I'm saying best man speech because I've been saying eulogy because I said I wasn't gonna get married again, but I'm gonna say best man speech. That way, if I do die and I don't get married, you gonna do the eulogy just off of GP.
No, you said best man speech. Like, Louis, you got any words? It was said at the wedding. He didn't get married. I know. I wasn't invited.
Thinking of marriage, and since Angie is in here,
Angie married?
she is not.
She's getting married to you?
I mean, I would love for her to be my wife, but even
shot on Timbuk.
Even if not,
on $10 Thursday,
I just
wild and risky.
Oh, that's right. This is the
the pre-recorded episode. I just want her to know that she is my companion for life. Even if we don't get married, even if it don't ever get to that point, you know, even like intimate and all that, that's her.
Yeah,
she the one.
You hear that? You the one.
She is the one.
Or the 3. But the one.
She is the one.
You said you top.
And he said it on Timbuk.
He said you top 5.
I mean it.
But you top 2 and you not number 2.
So that means he said it in front of the world.
The world, top flight.
Everybody listening.
Craig.
You know what I mean?
Slavery.
Oh, Angie, I love you. You so amazing.
That's tough.
You his girl.
Who is his?
Well, he is the Lord.
Oh,
his girl.
Him.
God, yeah.
The big
him.
him.
Yeah.
The big him.
The big him.
The big him. No, man. Anything I want to talk about before I kind of got it?
We everywhere today.
No, I just didn't want to guide the comment. We were talking about the big him. I know if we about to take it to church or something. You know what I mean?
Take it to church.
That's my shit. That's a powerful song.
It is.
Like, you listen to that shit. Yeah.
We can take a quick break though, you know, so we can.
Whatever y'all trying to do.
Well, no, we ain't got to take one. We kind of started late, so ain't no break. Fuck a break.
Only thing I was with the whole red pill thing. I know it was a topic we never really touched on it, but the whole passport bros movement, because you know it got people in shambles, man. And you know, I do support the movement. I wouldn't say 100%. There's some things that I think we could do without, but are y'all familiar or are y'all hip? Chat, I need y'all to talk to me too, especially the women in the chat. Y'all the most important, especially the black women. Y'all are no. It's Black History Month, man. We support what I tell y'all when Amber was here. I'm supporting Black queens every day.
Slavery.
That wasn't me, slavery. But are y'all familiar with the Passport Bros movement?
I'm slightly familiar.
I know. I'm pretty sure Lou is. I mean, we talk about it often. But for those who are listening, pretty much what the movement is young African American men who are getting their passport and they are going to different countries to find their wives, looking for, I guess, traditional women. So they're going to countries like, in the Caribbean, going to Thailand, going to other places.
What's up, Jess?
And they're looking for trying to find wives.
CEO wants Amber. My bad.
CEO want Amber?
He want Amber bad.
I guess hopping them DMs. I don't know if her DMs are open or not now. I don't even know her Instagram name.
I don't know her Instagram name either.
I just remember Miss Pinkless, but that's not even her IG name.
She gave it to him before.
Oh.
She gave it to him that day.
Sure did.
You slack.
We got to get Amber back on the podcast.
We definitely do.
Oh, well, I'm just get Amber back on the podcast.
But just kidding.
Oh,
but we can always zoom her in.
We can zoom Amber in, I guess. But yeah, so
he said he got it.
Oh,
start working.
Yeah, helping them DMs, bro. Let them jumpers fly.
And if you don't remember it, just go back on the episode. I don't remember what episode it was.
Yeah, and then just like Mage said.
Oh Lord, you might not want to start with that.
No, Hey, it's worth a shot. I'll put in the word for you, big dog. I promise you.
My bad. Go ahead. They
No,
find a
he's straight.
traditional woman.
So pretty much young African American men going out of the country to find traditional women. And it got social media, I guess, in a tizzy. Social media is in the tizzy, man. So for the majority of the women I see posting, I've seen slander. I've only now come across 2 women who I guess like support the Passport Bros movement, and basically they're saying like y'all didn't want these men and now y'all mad because they going to find women who want them. I support the movement itself. I support like if you have like having options in anything is always key. Like, bro, if you're not getting whatever at one job, you can go to another job.
Right.
Like if you trying to find whatever you're looking for in one area, you're not finding it. There's so many other avenues you can go now. So I do support that. The only thing, I wouldn't even say, I guess, gripe. We gotta stop with the cringy videos, man. These videos, bro, like
hostage situations.
For sure. Like, bro, I've seen this one video, dude moved to Thailand, found his wife, man, that's lit. This man woke her up out of her sleep to make her clean the house. I'm just like, that don't support the movement. Like, that's where, like, the videos where, you get the slander.
That's doing too much.
Yeah, it's like bro,
maybe he let her sleep in. Maybe it's
I get it, but it's like
it's crazy.
You don't gotta record it though.
You don't.
Even if your wife is traditional, maybe this is.
You ain't gotta wake her up out her sleep either.
This is the new
like,
world.
Come on,
this
man.
Is the new world. I agree with you. But this is the new world. Everybody want to record everything.
Right, I understand that. And I even understand that if you're trying to show like, hey, brothers, come over here if you're looking for traditional, but you don't gotta.
You ain't gotta do it.
Yeah, that's my only thing.
I agree with
that's my only thing.
But we're on the outskirts of this. Everybody records everything.
We do, but it's
like,
just some things we don't.
Like somebody,
you don't need to record yourself crying.
Somebody but niggas
but we don't need. But we don't need to see that.
I've recorded myself crying.
We need less. No offense. We need less of that.
But it was a message behind it. Like when I recorded it.
But people want to see the good, the bad, the ugly. That's part of it.
But I'm sorry. I'm not waking up a woman. I don't care how traditional she is and how amazing it is to be able to wake her up out of her sleep to go clean up. What point are you making? That makes you look even more corny. This is the reason why you had to get a passport to go find something.
No.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's the narrative though, because just because I have my passport before this shit started.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm talking passport bros. I'm not talking about you getting your passport to go.
Whether you have your passport or not, you're corny regardless. You're just a corny nigga with a passport. Like you can have money and be a corny nigga with
that's a fact.
Like it's still a thing. Like, you are corny to the core. Just because like if you got a nice car, you just a corny nigga. Nice car. Like it's like add that all. Like what's that? It's adjective. You're the adjective to that object. You're a corny nigga passport.
I mean, I agree with that. I just don't. I feel like one, like you recording to wake her up out of her sleep, and it probably wasn't even nothing but like a fucking.
It was just like clothes around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was little shit. Like
it felt like, and it's like, dog, why you ain't just pick that up?
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I mean, I guess quote unquote traditional, but like, dog, you could have picked them t-shirts.
You could have picked up a t-shirt, bro.
Like help Shorty out. You could have picked them up, bro.
Not help Shorty out.
Even if it was like she sleep, my nigga.
It's the fact
now she won't
Shorty out. Let's calm down. Y'all said, yeah, nigga, kick that.
I'm not mad at you, nigga. I'm not mad at you, nigga. I'm just saying.
She could have woke up to 5 less t-shirts and I'm like, oh, babe, really love me, tight shit.
Wait, duty. That's a slippery slope. Because once a bitch got pockets, she wants something to put in. I'm just quitting. I'm playing.
Eddie.
Well, is she quote unquote traditional, whatever that
what
means.
Have you done for me lately?
Listen, but I do support.
And you said don't wait. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now read.
We
reading Angie shit.
You're right.
She the one.
She is definitely the one.
You gotta remember start clicking and put them on the what's the name.
I could put them up. I just wasn't putting them up all the time. But she said, don't wake me up. I know what the fuck I need to do. I does this. Talk your shit.
Facts. That's why you the one, not the two. But I do, minus that bullshit, I do support, like, if you, you know what I mean? If you're not finding what you need in this country, because it could be a situation like, okay, you're looked at quote unquote as corny because like, all right, you don't have no record.
What's the difference between a mail? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was about to read. That's what I was about to read.
What's the difference between a passport bro, the mail, or the bride? I got a little bit more money to go over there.
we going over there, bro. It's different when you pull up.
You bring her here, you bring her here, she gonna start mingling with the people here, and then she gonna become people you don't want.
I'm in your country. What's up? But I did see they try to compare quote unquote that to like conquering all this type of bullshit.
Yeah, like conquering shit. Like they tried to like it's another stereotype I came across. It was like guys who like younger women are into pedophilia. And it's like
how?
So it's like if the guy's 30, let's say 35, and she's 25 or something.
Okay.
They like, oh no, that's pedophilia. And I'm like, what?
What? If I meet her, I'm 35 and she's 25.
Yeah, she's 25.
That I don't think that's that.
It's a whole.
But it's also it has been some cringy videos to that as well, and it's like, come on, bro.
But the cringy videos don't help.
But again,
the movement.
But fair enough. But the stereotype,
for sure.
Stereotypically, it's usually most women want a guy of a certain stature. And stature comes with age, wisdom, and experience. For
sure.
That's later in life. So now, like the women that were 25 and I want a nigga with a house, a car. We had apartments at best. Now, if you want a nigga with this type of car, this type of house, that comes with I have the time and experience. I'm not one of a lucky nigga that making millions when I got out of high school. Like, nah,
I'm not doing that.
So that's where he has to have as much or more. So it means if you're my peer, age-wise, I may not have as much as you. And if I do have as much as you, that may not be good enough. I have to have more than you sometimes for you even consider me. So that means, most women look up. Like good guys date on par and down, women on par up.
Yeah.
Same shit.
I think it was
hold on, Jess got a big message here. She said, if you can't find it here and go overseas, nothing wrong with that. But traditional, what does that mean by traditional? I guess it's more so.
I be needing to answer this.
I mean, me too. But I mean, the vague thing that usually everybody excuse me.
I'll look up the Google version while you give up yours.
The vague. And it's not the vague thing where everybody usually talks about
is passport, bro.
Is essentially like, well, if I'm bringing home the bacon and all that, if my job is to make the money and pay for the home, etc. Your job is to take care of the home, i.e., housework. Those like things like I said, like the old 50s type standard. Like men are still raised to be the 50s type men. Go make all the money, supply, protect, provide. Yes, we're not. Nobody's breaking in the house every other day, but again, as soon as somebody breaking the house, we are expected to go, take care of that. Like traditional ways. All right, if the bed is in here, the door's right there, I'm supposed to sleep closer to the door. So that way, if somebody kicks in, I'm first in line. Yeah. Like if somebody breaking the house and you going downstairs or am I going downstairs? Like, I have a weird thing when I had a conversation with a woman and we were just hypothetically talking and she was like, well, I don't like guns and And I'm like, but I'm a gun owner. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm like gun ho, like, I got a whole arsenal, but I'm like, I like guns. And if we are married, I understand your dislike of guns, but that's kind of one of the things you kind of got to get over with. Because if I'm expected to protect the house, you can't tell me what to use to protect the house with. Facts. Like if that's the case, then you protect the house. You don't like guns, then protect the house with that bat. Now they come in with a knife, get your bat, baby, get the swinging. So I don't know. It's just that weird. Like we're expected to have those old traditional values: protect, provide, work ourselves to the bone, to death type shit. While y'all are
traditional woman is more to nurture, to be at home, to take care of the house per se, keeping the house happy. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that usually fall. I feel like it gets skewed because of people's view of lifestyles now. Yeah, and it's harder to maintain a certain lifestyle at a certain degree of money, and when it's only a one income household. Versus if we had to. Let's say if that's Jessica, like, okay, Jessica, let's say I'm bringing in 50, you bringing in 25. Yes, we're making it work with what we got, but most women feel like, well, since I'm bringing in 25, I shouldn't have to be I'm the only one cleaning and whatever, da 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 da.
Mhm.
Fair enough, you shouldn't be, but it kind of role still falls on you. It should fall on, in my opinion, it should kind of fall on you more than me. Not to say I won't help. I'm not gonna not pick up the 5 shirts off the floor. Like I'll do that. I'll help cook dishes and all that type of shit. But at the end of the day, protecting the house and that I don't get a break from that. That doesn't come with it's your turn. Somebody broke in today. They rock, paper, scissors for who go down there. Like, no, we ain't doing that. I gotta get up and go. And if I die downstairs, I gave you an opportunity to grab said children, if any, and get the fuck out of Dodge at that point.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all want a traditional relationship?
Not to that extent. Like she don't need to. Like again, she can. I'm good with her, and if we both are bringing in money. If she wants to stay at home, cool. I'm fine with fucking with forever. It just got to make sense. Like I don't want complaining. Like, well, Brittany down the street and her husband go like, well, that nigga makes 200,000. I make 150. They make more than me.
Yeah.
So like, we can't do everything they do. Like, if you're willing to go get a job, but you want to stay home, so like don't like it. Got to like make it make sense. Like we can do certain things, but there's a give and pull with everything.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna want to do more, then we need more money. Don't put it on, I need to go make more money, because now if I have to go make more money, that's more time of me out of the house.
Yeah.
So that means, all right, I'm down with doing that, but don't be complaining, well, what about the children? I don't fucking have time. What the fuck you mean? Like, you want me to,
AKA fuck them kids. That's what he said.
Little Billy has a football game. What the fuck? You want this extra? I gotta make this extra 50,000 a year.
Fuck them kids.
If I gotta make the extra 50,000 a year, rather you go get a job and then you don't be a stay at home anymore, or whatever.
So Angie said, whether I work or not, I'm not expecting you to clean up all the time. Small shit like, now why would you walk past that? But I mean, that's that.
What you mean? What you referring to? You talking the clothes on the floor?
Right, the 5 shirts. Nigga made that shit
up, man. I don't want unrealistic expectations from Jess. And Angie,
what do you?
Angie laughed at you.
What do you feel is unrealistic expectations?
What about you, Mage? While she answered, would you want a traditional relationship?
Kind of just to piggyback off what Lou said, not to the extent of what some people may be looking for.
I just need mine to make sense. Like that's
it just gotta make sense.
Like again, if she wants to stay home, cool. But just realize, like, all right, we're a one income household. Stop comparing us to this nigga who obviously make more than me. Yeah, they got a new car. We can get him a new car maybe 2-3 years. He can get one right now. He can get one every other year. Like, bitch, make it make sense.
I'm like, man, I'm open to like, you know what I mean? It's like equal opportunity. Like it'd be like times like, all right, I'll clean the
Would
crib.
you be a stay-at-home husband?
How rich is he? Is it Carrie Hilson?
It's Carrie.
Is it Carrie Hilson? I'm staring. Yeah, Carrie Hilson. Hey.
Shorty make 100. Shorty bring home.
Put the solo on me. Let me talk to Carrie. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, talk to her. I'm turning off mics. I'm turning off our mics for this.
Hey, Carrie, if you want to make me a stay-at-home husband, you know what I mean? JDOTMAJ. I'll at me, man. For Carrie Hills, I would definitely be a stay-at-home husband. We ain't no questions. Ain't no shame in my game. Y'all be at work every day. I'm like, I can't relate.
Imagine, man. With an apron on. With a sweater.
Hey, hold on.
Every day.
Put the solo back on me. Hey, Carrie, if you want to wake me up out of my sleep, I promise you I will pick up them 5 blouses. No questions. I'm telling you, ain't no question. Picking that shit up, bro.
So Jess said, unrealistic expectations are stuff I can't and do not know how to do, but somehow to my responsibility.
So I'm assuming like if she didn't, let's say,
if she don't know how to like do something,
like she don't know how
to like trim the hedges, and she's like, bro, I never fucking trim hedges in my life. Why would I do that?
I mean, but to be fair, Google's a thing.
So is YouTube.
Right?
Ooh, red pill.
Nah,
that's why I got him this book.
I
want to talk about it, but I don't want to speak on your part. No, go ahead. It's just,
I'm just saying in general because again, it's weird because like I'm not taking nothing away from who was it? Jessica said that. I'm not taking nothing away from what she said, but usually when you don't know how to do something, you go research it, you figure it out. At some point, you didn't know how to do nothing, and you learned.
What made me say your mama didn't tell you how to suck dick, but you learned. Me off of the Chinese chick that was off of
Red Pill Radio.
I don't know if she's Chinese or Asian. She's Asian. I don't know what ethnicity she is, but she's Asian, and Asian American, I'm gonna say. And she was talking about how she was cooking. She learned how to cook. She didn't know how to cook, and she was showing.
Oh yeah, to my statement, it's just one of the things like we give up so easily in certain things. I'm not saying that you're supposed to all the time, but if nobody's around, like yeah, you research and find. Like that's where we are in life. If I told her I didn't know how to do,
and she said right, it worked both ways.
Yeah, like if I told her if I told you I didn't know how to change your tire, you gonna be like, nigga, you better figure it out,
right?
Like how much faith you gonna have in me if I gotta call a manager over to change our tires?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
And that nigga will never let me live that down.
No.
None of us will.
No.
Exactly.
I don't care what y'all say, baby girl. I got fucking.
Hold on. Let me put it solo.
You can. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I got roadside assistance, but I'm not doing any of that, bro. We are calling roadside. Now I have changed my tire once. But bro, I'm calling roadside assistance. I don't got time for this. What do you think I pay these niggas for?
Talk your shit,
bro. I'm calling roadside assistance to me.
Talk that big money shit.
But I also like so that goes to another thing. I don't know if we had this conversation, but it was somehow I ended up in a conversation where it was like, would you be mad like if your wife didn't cook or whatever, or she hired a chef?
Oh yeah, I think because
no, I'm not gonna be mad. I seen
that clip.
I'm not gonna be mad at all.
Because it was the woman was like, if
she fed you, she made sure you ate.
No,
that's all I care about.
They hired a cook so she can attend to him other ways,
and that's even better.
Right?
Right. But I was just saying, like, if we have the the income to hire someone to like clean the house or to cook, like I'm not gonna be mad at that. Like,
yeah, I will say if I was a house husband, I'm gonna work a little bit just to pay for the fucking maid.
$70.
$70. I'm not built to be a house husband. I've found that out.
I get bored.
Yeah, I'm not built.
I gotta do stuff.
Yeah, I gotta do too. Until Carrie Hilson talking about house husband me, I'm like,
I would have to find some way.
I might let my hand dangle.
No,
I might let my hand dangle.
Hey, honey.
For Carrie?
No.
For Carrie? For Carrie?
Hold on, do it for her right now.
No, I ain't. No, that's in private though.
Because I'll never let you live it down.
So your number one celebrity crush. House husband,
I'm still because it's
house husband. She like nah. All
I think
I'm still house. It's husband. Still part of my me being masculine.
I'll be doing something. I'll be doing something.
I be calling y'all in Bermuda like you at the water department there. Can't relate.
She go like bitch, let's go. You
can't relate. Can't relate, nigga.
So it's not even so much that. Like, don't get me wrong.
I'm in the Bahamas today. You can't relate.
If my wife was the breadwinner, absolutely, I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me at all. And even if it was like, I guess you could say roles reversed, I'm okay with that. But I don't know. I couldn't just be sitting there. Like I would have to be doing something.
Yeah, I feel weird. Like I feel weird.
I'd be a professional streamer. I'd be an Apex streamer.
That I might do. I mean, because that's still bringing in the income.
On my hands.
That's still bringing in the income though.
Right. I'd be 20 kills.
I mean, I'll be a comedian.
Off the wall.
I'll stay a comedian and just do my comedy shows and still work at home. I mean, still be. I don't know. I just couldn't be.
I don't know what. Because again, I'm not social enough to do like that. I know, like I'm not social enough to have the streaming career.
Good.
But I'm solid. But again, I'm not social.
I mean, but if you got nothing but Tommy as you, I'm pretty sure it'd be better.
Fair, but I'm just I don't see me being it like that. That doesn't seem that productive to me.
This nigga lying for
okay, so go do the yard, man. Like,
but that's like every 2 weeks.
You can read, you can draw,
you could do art.
Picasso. Who is your celebrity crush?
We can say Megan.
We can say Megan.
What? Really?
Who is the one?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Megan Good.
The stallion?
The stallion.
How dare you?
I mean, it wouldn't have been a bad pick. I mean, it just was. I was just throwing off. That's all.
How dare you niggas? our age range, goddamn. I'm just,
Hold on.
Look
If
at
the, if the stallion pulled up,
look at the pedophilia.
What?
Look at the pedophilia.
Wait, what you
I'm just
mean?
talking shit.
Oh
All
shit! Like,
That's-
hold
we in our
on,
early- She's in her early 20s.
she's not in her early 20s. She's like in her
mid 20s, maybe.
Early
man.
20s.
She's not in her early.
She under 25.
She might be just hitting 25.
Right. So
Nah.
that's literally the example I gave
Yeah.
earlier. Which
Oh, we about
I'm
to see,
joking
we
with.
about to see.
We'll have to see.
But
But
she's 28. That's not her early 20s.
so I know personally, I think I do want a traditional
Marriage.
traditional marriage. I want
Red line, red pill.
I want, but it's more so like I would want to be able to take care of my family, like without my woman having to go work. Now, if she wants to go work, absolutely, she can do whatever she wants. But if I could take care of everything, that's what I would want.
Yeah. I feel like my biggest thing is like I'm down for all that. I just want to make sure like I feel appreciated. Like, bitch, I'm doing this for us.
Yeah, no, absolutely,
Like-
absolutely.
Like I'm like, yeah, your car, you ain't had to pay that car note. I'm paying that shit. Like, you got the 2023 while I got the 2021. Like, leave me alone.
I mean, like, if I'm taking care of everything and like you paying for like certain things, like you, like if we got the kids, I'm paying for the stuff at the house and you pay for the kids' school clothes. Like, I feel like that's still cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like it.
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, like she just got to get paid for it. Regardless, we need to pay for it. Get
I
out the
want
way.
whatever is gonna make
I might be
my
a house husband for Angie. I mean, for Ari. Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox?
Yeah, I might. Ari Lennox is.
I love me some Ari.
I drink her bathwater. So
I want whatever
Somebody
gonna
did
make
not understand when I told them that. She literally thought,
my
like,
wife happy.
fucking idiots. I've talked to some
what do you mean?
idiots. I've said I don't know if you
Who
remember.
water would you drink? No, I'm saying like, who
You might not want to drink Megan. Good.
who did you say it to?
I said it to a young lady I was talking to at
Oh,
the
you said you're
time.
gonna drink her bath water.
Yeah, I said, oh, yeah.
So you gonna drinking regular bath water?
It was.
I know. I was just talking. Shit, don't mind.
Goofy's just like, you really want to, like, she did not comprehend.
Oh, so she was ready to
She-
run the bath.
No, she really
said-
thought like, no, she thought I was gross. She's like, you really would drink? I'm like, you a fucking dumbass. You a fucking idiot. Like, your intelligence level is a 3. Like, you stop.
Angie said, this is so refreshing to hear, full of 50-50 niggas.
Like,
I don't even.
I don't even know if
In
that's
these days, I don't
50-50.
even know if that's a diss.
Like, or a compliment. Like,
Right? It's a diss or a
heart.
compliment.
Like, now she put a heart with it, so is that heart satire or no?
I seen something that said as soon as you see a nigga with Chelsea boots and a fedora, you know he better be on some bullshit.
But it's funny, and now that I think about it, I think that's the reason why like I haven't like been full-fledged dating, because it's like I can't, like, if I was to like heavily talk to somebody, I mean, I'm not gonna take care of them off the first like month, like nothing like that. But
I mean, I'm down for just making sure my shorty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just need back what I'm giving. Like, you don't
She
have-
said it's a
not even the same
compliment.
way. Thank you. We appreciate it. I just need back what I'm giving. Like, and it don't even have to be in the same way. Like, all right, if I'm making sure, like, if I'm changing the oil on your car and like making sure this shit good, like, why can't you just cook a nigga meal? Like, even if we don't live together, you make a meal. You make, like, you cook dinner at your house. You couldn't make a nigga a plate? Like just it's the extra step. Like, I always, in my mind, I feel like I always go the extra mile when I'm doing something or whoever I'm dealing with. I just need the extra mile. Like, if I everything got to be a direction, like, or handle it like this. Like,
yeah,
I apologize. I don't remember if you said where you fall on the lines of like if wifey was to get like a chef or someone to clean the house, where you fall on that?
if wifey was to get the chef, if we can afford it, like, whatever. Like, I mean, it's just I'm cheap, so part of me like, man, we could do this shit ourselves.
You could pick these 5.
She
hoodies
said,
up
"Me too,
yourself,
Lou."
Huh?
And you
pick
said
these 5 hoodies up yourself. That's what you're gonna tell her.
I
Make her
would
fall
just,
asleep. Hey,
I would have just picked the 5 hoodies up.
No,
Like,
that's lit. Yeah.
like, I mean, it's one of the things. Like, all right, how big of a budget are we talking here? Like, are we just scraping by and we got a net because we being lazy?
Well, I'm
Or like
assuming
we
that
can
you-
like
I'm
afford it.
assuming that you would only get it if you could afford it. But
I mean,
don't
but
know.
again, we know people.
I'm
just
talking
buy
about
shit.
you. I'm talking about you.
Oh
Personally,
yeah,
though.
but I'm cheap, so like, I feel like in part I'm cheap. Now, if wifey was like, if we could afford it, and wife like, yeah, can we get, like, I don't care. Like, I just be like, man, we could do this. I just feel like, why aren't we washing our clothes or whatever that you know?
Yeah.
I do think
vacuuming and shit.
I do think it is lit though. Like if you get to, I mean, because it's kind of, I guess, like reinvesting at the end of the day. Like if you are at that level where you could delegate that shit, then delegate. I don't think there's nothing wrong with delegating at any point.
And you
at
have your
any
time.
point
You have
in
more
life.
time to do something else. I mean, fair enough.
Delegate everything if you could afford to, or you have the means to. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
but that's just me.
I work 12-hour shifts, so if I could afford to have that's one less thing. I ain't gotta wash clothes.
One less thing, yeah.
Yeah, and if she's working too, and she's like tired, like okay, she don't have to worry about cleaning. We have a maid or whatever, and that's more time with the kids for her. That me not having to clean or help her with cleaning, now that's more time I can give to the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's one less thing to worry about. Yeah, if we can afford it, cool. But I know personally I'm cheap. So if it's close to like somewhere, I'm like,
Cooking, I'd rather cook.
We get the kids involved.
Like if that's the case, like I'd rather cook.
I feel you.
I've never seen this nigga cook a day in my life. We've been friends for over a decade.
All I'm saying is, nigga,
I
if I could get a top flight chef to come through,
this nigga with a fucking spatula or a spoon in his hand.
Chef would be.
Can you make noodles, nigga?
Bro, I'm not gonna say I can cook.
I'm not saying he can't cook. I'm just saying I've never seen.
Here's the thing, like I'm not
cook.
like chefing shit up from scratch. Like I know people who like made noodles from scratch, like that. I
want to make some pasta from scratch.
I know people who can do that. Like I can throw that shit in the water and boil it. like, is that cooking? I don't know. Like,
that's cooking.
That's cooking. That's cooking. I know some people that can cook spaghetti a lot, but have never made fresh pasta.
That's what I'm saying. But I know niggas who like made fresh pasta and they, you know what I mean. So I'm not gonna say
I don't have the tools for that. Like I would love to do certain things, but like I don't have the tools for that.
You got a counter.
No, but how do they cut
flour?
When they cut them shits in the
you can cut that shit with your hand.
I work 12-hour shifts. I don't have the time.
That's that nigga excuse.
I will say though,
I don't have the time.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Good.
I just want to say,
you don't need a mixer. You don't need a pasta cutter.
That's funny. It's a book.
You the nigga like you don't need a knife. You can use a fork. Just poke it down once and then just you perforate it.
You need a knife, nigga. You need a knife.
Whatever you gotta do to get that shit perforated. You know what I mean? But no, it's this whole conversation though. It's a book. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. I read it because on Nipsey. So on the anniversary of Nipsey's passing, I always watch his Breakfast Club interview. In a book that he was talking about that he recommended to Charlemagne, was a book called The Way of the Superior Man, and he said that Lauren actually had told him to read it. I mean, and it's a very good book. I read it once.
Made her read it.
I don't know if he even got into that honestly, but it's a very I don't want to say red pill, but like it's a very like manly type book. I think it's a good book. I read it.
Do you have it?
I do have it.
Let me use it.
I got you. You can have it. So I read it once, and I kind of like, but I wanted. I actually went back and started reading it again, and I had got it for Lou for Christmas because I do think it's a good book just to read in general. So I definitely give it to you next time I see you.
All right, cool.
But yeah, it's a good book. So I was just throwing that out there. Anybody who wants to, I mean, it's a book where it's if you read it, it's very masculinity is what it is. It's a very traditional values, but the way it's phrased like masculinity and femininity, but he also says at the beginning of the book like that could be like masculinity and femininity doesn't mean necessarily gender roles. Like the female could be masculine and then the male could be feminine, but there's two poles.
So that makes sense why she would have read it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I looked. Nipsey was somebody I always looked up to, even before he passed, and then after. So, just the fact that it was a book that he read, like anything like did Nipsey read, like I'm gonna look into just because like that's how I looked up to Nip.
Yeah.
But I do think it is a good book to read because it goes deeper into other things.
Yeah. I was a fan of him before he died, but I didn't really get into his music until after.
I get you.
And then I listen, I like because it's people that I like as people, but not necessarily like what they do. R. Kelly is one of them. Like
Nip got me through college. I ain't gonna lie. The whole marathon continues. Like, bro, I used to wake up every day. Like, man, fuck this shit. And I was like, the marathon continues, bro. So TMC means a lot to me, honestly. So like,
I
I could see why you would look up to Nip just as a person.
Yeah, as a person. Yeah, as a person.
But if you didn't even never listen to his music, I could see why you would look up to him.
I mean, I like the way he speaks. I don't even say like Gucci. I'm not a fan of Gucci, but like him as a person, how he stands, I was like, okay, I support that.
Bitch, I might be. Okay, nigga, telling the judge, bitch, I might be.
Crazy.
Wow.
I've never really been like a huge fan of his music. I mean, he has a couple tracks that I like, but I've never been a huge fan. I'll say even Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch as a player, as a person, I love Marshawn Lynch. Like I think he is like top tier as people.
His character is hilarious.
Stack your chicken. That what he told them young boys. Stack your chicken.
Just hit a motherfucker in their face over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Like I think he's just I just like him as an individual. Like he's dope as hell. There's a couple other people I'm missing out on, but it's just when it came to Nip, like it was so it was crazy to see, obviously, what happened to him for everything that he stood for.
Exactly. I think that's one thing. Like Nip always, the way he portrayed himself, at least, he always stood on principle.
Yeah,
and that's something that's like, you can't kind of take that away from somebody.
Right. Yeah. His values, his morals. Like that's one thing I try to stand. Like my principles. Y'all be looking at me like I'm crazy for half of mine, but it's be like, it's the principle, nigga. Like I don't even. It'd be like at the end of the day, like yeah, man, fuck that. But it's the principle.
The principle is fuck them kids. That's what he said.
Man, I never said that. That's not what was said.
But I think it's a good book. I think you should read it if you haven't read it already. I'm gonna let you borrow mine. But anybody, it's called The Way of the Superior Man. I'm gonna look and see who the author is. I know his name is David. I don't know his last name.
Is there any other good books like that you've read?
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is a good book. It is, man. It's a good book. Hold on. What's the other?
JG, what up, man? See you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm talking about balls from 7 to 9.
So The Way of the Superior Man is by David Deida. Deida is the last name.
Okay.
That's a good book. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is a good book. And Everything is Fucked is the other book.
Everything is Fucked.
That's a good book too. I like The Alchemist. That's a good book to me.
I'm familiar with it.
The four agreements is a good book.
Familiar with that book.
The Fifth Agreement is a good book. Is what you got to read the four agreements before you read the those are right off the dome. Those are good books to me.
You want a great autobiography to read? Bobby Brown.
Oh, I never. Go ahead.
Amazing.
Really?
Yes. Bobby Brown's amazing. The stories.
Rick Ross got 2 good books too. I think Hurricanes is his first book. That's his autobiography. And then A Perfect Day to Boss Up is also a good book. I read both of those last year. Those are both good books.
Tyson got a good book. I
think Tyson is another person that I fuck with tough. I feel like, especially after his I guess you say his transformation, or just really his whole story, because I mean, like Tyson, honestly, is probably like the closest we get to Thanos in real life. He was set up from the jump. Like as far as like his life was supposed to be down the shitter, and like he had a lifestyle. I mean, like his he ended up being able to do something that was successful for him as far as boxing, but everything else was still in the shitter if you kind of look at it.
Everything what he was definitely taking advantage of.
That's what I mean. I don't mean like him as a person was doing like all fucked up bad decisions and shit like that. He was really surviving. He was a warrior of his own life. He is a warrior of his own life, and seeing him in his later stage, being able to speak on it and articulate it in the way that he does, even if it's with a couple of sisters, he honestly,
no, don't get knocked
I
out.
mean, if he knocked me out, he knocked me out. I mean, what I'm gonna do is Tyson.
You don't want that smoke.
You could be Daryl.
Not.
You could be Daryl. I'll beat Tyson. I'll beat Tyson. I'll beat Kimbo Slice. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. The day Daryl told me that, I was like, nigga, God, like, I know you got some strength on you, but nah.
No, he said Daryl, my boy, man, but he said he'd beat Michael Phelps in the swim race because they call him Shark Boy. what that man told me. Man.
Daryl would get dusted.
They call
But,
me Shark Boy. They call me Dolphin Boy. That's what
I
they
applaud. Hey, I applaud that nigga confidence for everything. Daryl
For
is
sure.
might be the most confident nigga I know outside of Charlie.
Yeah.
Daryl, if you listen, you my nigga. You can't beat Michael Phelps, bro.
But I mean, but Tyson, I feel like Tyson, his legacy is amazing. I feel like he is one of the top tier people that I will put on my list. I mean, like he's real. Tyson is real as fuck, and he's been real his whole life. And most people aren't that. It's crazy how many people they fake it till they make it.
I mean that's let people tell it because I wouldn't know. But that's how you gotta do. That's what you gotta walk in. Part of the confidence is a lie.
I disagree.
I don't think so, man.
I mean, part of it is because if you nervous, you gotta lie to yourself like, all right, I got this. You might not.
I think it's a difference though.
Yeah.
I think affirmations and shit like that is not faking it till you make it. More so as you like come in like I made it when you didn't make it. If that makes sense.
But then define who defines if you made it? Because it's your
Well,
your definition of if you made it. So then,
but you know deep down, you can't lie to yourself. Deep down, you can't lie to yourself.
but at every stage is a version of I made it.
We're talking about
Like,
right there. Not
I made it. I made it into the room. I made it. Now, even getting the interview with certain companies, I made it to that interview. Didn't even get the job yet, but you made it to that interview.
Well, then technically that is making it, but then it's a difference between like. Well, I think there's a difference between like faking it, like all right, I made it to the room. Then you come in like I'm happy to be here. Is then I feel like faking it to making it like I'm too good to be here. That's in my opinion.
I can see that.
I can
agree with that. So I feel like
so at that point it goes from
here we go. Bring it back.
It goes from confidence to arrogance.
Well, it's a fine line.
So I don't think it's arrogance if
it's two sides of the same coin, nigga.
Disagree. I feel like I'm sorry, I take that back. I do agree with that. It is
because
two sides to one coin. Yes. To one coin, yes.
Daryl and Vinny.
Well, we already know they're the same. They the same person.
Yes, they two sides of the same coin.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah,
they two sides of the same coin.
They just separate sizes, whatever. But I feel like when you fake it, I'm gonna go back to arrogance. Arrogance is you got it, and you telling everybody you got it. Whereas confidence is like, I got it, and I don't have to tell anybody I got it. Like I'm gonna just show you. Whereas arrogance is.
So if you're the best comedian, we're gonna say you're the best comedian, and you like I'm the best comedian. That's arrogant. Or you just stated,
I made one statement.
I'm the best comedian.
I'm the motherfucking best comedian.
I mean, what if you just cuss like you cuss on a normal?
That do lead me to something
like it's like so now it's Samuel L. Jackson, a shitty actor, or an arrogant actor, because he says motherfucker every 2 seconds. Like,
no,
what are we talking about here?
No, that's definitely not that. But I see what you did there.
I'm just trying to figure out. You on the motherfucker, like make it clarification for me, please.
I know. We only got a little bit of time.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
The list of top rappers where they put. It's two things. So
Nicki is top 10 all time.
They had Wayne at 7. And then Twitter was in a tizzy because the young generation was saying that Wayne never did anything that Lil Baby could do. And then the old heads, of course, like clearly you was born in like 2012, nigga. You don't know classic Wayne era. So I mean, I don't know if y'all seen that list or Wayne at 7.
07 to easily 15.
I will say 05 to 09. Wayne had the
which list is it? Which
ever.
list is it? Who's the list? I forgot.
I don't know.
It was Billboard.
Was it Billboard?
Yeah, it was Billboard. It was Billboards.
And all I know is Wayne was 7. I've heard a lot of discrepancies.
Listen,
so like that nigga should have been in top 5.
All I'll say is this.
I want to see who was in the front.
I don't know where you rank Wayne ever, but to me, just growing up, and I grew up in like that
Oh,
05,
owned-
09 era.
yeah, he
I was in
owned
high school.
Summers. He owned Summers for
From 05 to 09,
wow.
Wayne was
All
the
right.
hot. That was the hottest streak.
We can go
I
into
ever
overtime.
witnessed.
like,
I'm not really sure. We can go into overtime.
I was building.
I don't think there'll
All right.
ever be a streak hotter than that.
So above Wayne, Jay is 1.
I would go to I would put Biggie 1, but okay.
Kendrick is 2.
I wouldn't put Kendrick. I wouldn't put Kendrick in the top 5.
Nas is 3. Tupac is 4. Eminem is 5. And Big is 6. So that's in front of Wayne.
Kendrick wouldn't be in front of Wayne.
I do understand the people.
Kendrick
who
didn't
don't.
own Summers. Like he's fair enough. He's had a summer, but like just going off the time frame you gave, he owned 4 summers. Solid.
I do think a list like this is hard to separate one or two things. But I will say this: I do understand when people who don't put Pac and Biggie in their top because unfortunately they just didn't get the time to, like, we know the path that they were on, but we didn't get to see it through.
I mean,
unfortunately.
we've had that conversation before
Right.
because it's like, well, you're basing off of pure potential. How many NBA using NBA as an example? How many NBA draft picks? Oh, this guy's going to be great and end up becoming a bust.
That's why I get it.
So
to me,
but I feel
Wayne,
like-
Wayne Street, nobody can top
you can't deny that. I feel
But
like
if we
even-
talk about longevity, that's why I put a Hove in front of him.
And then I'll also look at since it's Billboard. I'll also
That's
look
true.
at
Because that
one-
was mixtape Wayne.
and right. So we got sales wise versus hits. You know what I mean?
But even then, now if you're going sales, then now you got to knock up some of them new school rappers.
Well, we talking about the top 7.
But I'm saying the list as a whole. Because if you're going to apply you're not going
It's
to apply
different.
you're not going to
It's
apply
different.
sales.
But
to just
it's different because it's streams.
It's Billboard. Yeah, it's
streams.
different.
But you're still. But listen to what I'm saying. You're not applying. You're going to apply sales to not only the top 7. So you can't tell me. So give me give me the top 10. Give me the top 10.
Top 10. So
got the
Wayne
top
is 7. 8 was Drake.
So Drake's not higher. Drake off sales isn't higher than Kendrick.
Well, I think it's more.
So this is.
I think it's a lot. I mean,
that's my point. So like, that's my point. You can't say, well, it's sales.
I'm not saying it's sales. I mean, so this is vague. It's
I
Billboard.
understand what you're saying.
Right. It's Billboard. So this could be hits. It could be a duration of time on the top list. It could be.
Well, nobody had more duration on top than
Drake.
Drake.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, if this list is bullshit, at the end of the day, it's bullshit. And I say that to say because
it's their opinion.
It's also opinion.
It's their
It's also opinion.
I can still say your opinion is bullshit because I feel like if you're going to apply at some point some standards, some type of structure has to go into it. And I'm not upset because some type of structure, because if you're going because we all have you said yourself, you put Jay up top. Cool, whatever.
Well,
but you would
Biggie.
You would put Biggie and you put Jay, and that's fine. But when you come out with this list and yada yada, the fact that you have Kendrick up there, I'm not saying Kendrick's not a great rapper. I'm not saying, but if you're going to go like, all right, well, if this person, if we're going to, I'm going to use a basketball analogy. You're going to be like, well, Michael Jordan's the greatest of all times because he got 6 rings. There's people with more rings than him. So that doesn't. So now you
Robert
can't.
Horry got 7. Now.
Well, they're gonna say Jordan never lost in the finals.
But that's my thing. It will be it,
and he didn't.
But that means nothing if you're going to use the ring analogy of he has 6 rings. There's people with more rings than him. So that doesn't.
None of Kendrick's albums ever flopped.
You're not going to put that in upper.
I don't think Drake ever flopped.
His last one, the one by itself, the dance album.
I don't think it flopped, but
but even with that being said,
didn't it go number 1 though? But was it number 1?
But with that being said, he put out.
I wouldn't say it flopped.
But with that being said, he put out more albums than Kendrick. So I'm prone. I got a percentage.
I got to look. Where's J. Cole on the list?
He was like 20s, I think.
Ye
is 11. Hold on. Ye is 11. Andre is
we know where that Ye come from.
3 Stacks is 12. Rakim is 13. LL Cool J 14.
I was about to say,
I'd like to see the old
J. Cole is 15. He's 15. Scarface is 16.
Where's Nicki Minaj?
She's 10.
Okay.
Nah.
Me personally,
this list needs to be restructured.
Snoop,
I haven't been a
Snoop
Nicki-
is 9.
Who?
Snoop. I forgot. I did go over Snoop.
Snoop
So
is 9.
so 8
I
was
see-
Drake. 9 is Snoop. 10 is Nicki.
I seen something where
Go,
Snoop
give me-
got
give me
a lot
20.
of hate. Not hate, but a lot of people felt he might have been overrated. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
50 is 17.
50 or 17.
Okay.
Ice Cube is
who
18.
Who was 16?
That was let me go back down. 16 was Scarface.
Okay.
Can see that.
17.
Scarface is in my top
So you
5.
said 17 was
17 was Ice Cube.
Where T.I.
No.
fall on the list?
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Where
So
T.I.
then,
fall?
I keep going. I'm gonna just read it off.
My bad.
18 is Cube. 19 is Missy Elliott. Big Daddy Kane was 20. DMX is 21. Ghostface is 22. Curtis Blow is 23.
where's Method Man? Like, see, like
KRS1 is 24. Method is 25.
Still no T.I. Huh?
No, Big Pun is 26.
Okay.
27 is Q-Tip. 28 is Black Thought. Pusha T is 29.
I mean, I do like Pusha T. Where's T.I., bro?
Lauren Hill is 30.
on a rap
Off
list.
one. I mean,
Her album, she didn't rap.
Education.
She didn't really rap that
but
album
it's
though.
counted as a rap album, is it not?
Fuji's, no, it's an R&B album. It won R&B.
Her solo album, that's an R&B album.
And she won R&B at a Grammy.
And-
Oh, it's R&B at the Grammy.
And Fuji, she rapped.
She raps.
She did some rap. She was early Drake. She rapped and sang. She had some melodies.
Facts.
So, which is fine.
Hold on,
I'm not knocking it.
I'm a Lauryn Hill fan, so I'm not.
Right.
I am
30
too.
31 is Kim.
I just would never go to a show.
Lil Kim, 31.
Now you know I love me some Lil Kim.
Here we
T.I. is
You know,
32.
T.I.'s
I
32.
would put T.I. above Lil Kim rapping, but I love me some Lil Kim.
This
Y'all know
is where I definitely I have to say somebody have to go down. Buster is 33.
Where Luda at?
I don't even know who on the list. 34
Nelly?
is Chuck D. Future is 35. Above Luda, I'm sorry, I can't take it. Most Def is 36. Common is 37. Gucci is 38. Luda is 39. I don't know if I like Luda over Gucci over Luda at all.
There's no
Or
way.
Future. Dr.
Billboard.
Dre is 40. I don't even know if he counts for the list. E40 is 41.
I like E40. I ain't gonna
Redman is 42.
Dr.
lie. You said Method
Method
was 25 and
Redman was 42.
42.
Yeah.
Under Dr. Dre rapping.
When Eminem
Yeah.
put Red on his top 5.
43 is Bun B. Queen Latifah is 44.
All right.
I ain't heard Nelly yet, have I?
No. Ice-T is 45. Jadakiss is 46. MC Light
Jadakiss is 46.
MC Light is 47.
I ain't get this far on the list. I ain't gonna lie.
Melly Mel is 48.
Okay.
Reverend Run is 49. And 50 is Rick Ross.
Nah, I like me some Rose, man. I know I like Rose.
Hey man, fuck
No
this,
Nelly?
Fuck this nigga who made this list, man.
No Nelly.
I'm not even about to.
Hey, Angie said it's a vibrant thing. Vibe thing. Hey.
Fuck it out.
Right.
Fuck it out.
Right.
That's my shit, man.
So
Where you say J. Cole was at?
J. Cole was 15.
This is all time, right?
All time. This is Billboard's list.
Okay, so
Fuck out of here.
the initial
Garbage.
to brought us to this was Wayne at 7. Like I said, totality of career.
You think
Hold
7 is right?
Spawned so much. That nigga longevity. Nigga been in the game
I
since he
think
was 16.
It's hard when you say who was a 6 ahead of him. It was Jay.
It was Jay,
Kendrick,
Nas, Pac.
Biggie.
It's
No,
hard.
5 was Eminem, and then
It's hard
Biggie
for
was
me to
6.
put Wayne in front of anybody on that list besides guaranteed
Kendrick.
maybe Kendrick.
Yeah.
And then borderline M. But M did have a crazy run commercially. Sold 2 million. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
Wayne's success wasn't commercial. But I will say that when I seen people on Twitter, the young kids, wherever, and it is all perspective to when you grew up. But for them to not know, like, and be outside or even grow up in the era where Wayne was killing mixtape when we heard that lighter flick, we knew what was going on.
Sure.
We knew what was happening. Like, it was no questions when you heard that lighter flick.
When them
Money on my mind.
It wasn't even like
Yeah.
You knew what was going down when you heard that, but
When
it
you
was
heard,
no question.
when you heard, damn, where'd you find this, son? I'm like, oh, we about to hit.
Trapaholics.
We heard drama, God, nigga, we
Right.
already know what it was.
The Cannon.
Bro, I listen to
Gangsta
Cannon.
Grills?
How to do,
I listen to
motherfucker? Is
Cannon
Weezy
this
baby
morning,
niggas
bro.
talking? Then
It's
I
not
gotta touch
affiliates.
the.
Cannon.
Like,
Listen, I got duct tape, some rolls, have you missing like the fucking O'Bannons.
O'Bannons,
One hello, my
bro.
money.
Nah, man. I just think like to not know what dedication to meant.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm a Little Baby fan. Like,
It's the
he
Thanksgiving.
probably to me might be, if we count Little Baby, I guess is the new generation. T probably to me, even I'm probably not as in touch with the younger people as the younger people, but to me, like Little Baby probably like up next. Or I mean, obviously he's here, but you know what I mean. But like dedication to,
yeah,
you could just put that on, just let it run.
like
if it was something.
like Wayne flipped mixtapes upside down. That whole like
I mean him and Jeezy, but yeah,
that's Jeezy, but I
Not
feel
like-
like Wayne,
yeah,
Wayne,
Wayne
Wayne made it like that
But
was
that was
the
the whole-
LimeWire era. Wayne
It
made like
was.
niggas want like, hey,
I feel like he
I gotta
definitely
break
made
the-
mixtapes.
I feel
hot.
like that was the whole DJ Drama era though. When
That
when Drum
Piff
was just coming on your track, just talking shit.
Yeah, which is
Because
fine.
that was
which,
up-
which is fine.
Drum talking your shit and the lighter flick was all like the same. But if Drum was talking shit on your mixtape, you knew shit was about to go crazy.
All I'm saying by that
You
was
had
like,
him behind you. Was and still to this day, look at what's his name, Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow is going hard because of drama.
Tyler album.
Yeah.
like it has that it has that allure to it, but like that was prior to the allure being built. Then
Shit, Dreamville had a drama album.
Dreamville tape was crazy.
like
Stick.
Yeah.
That's my shit. JID could rap too.
Yeah, he fire.
JID could rap, man.
Him, I like Buddy. I like who was the
Earth Gang.
Earth Gang? Yeah.
I mean,
Like all of it.
the whole Dreamville actually. And then you
Yeah,
got,
they all got bars.
of course, you got Ari Lennox, the princess.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I think
TD or Dreamville.
I'm personally Dreamville.
they have more.
Because Call from the Rock.
I mean, they have more arsenal than, in my opinion, than TDE.
I feel like TDE.
SZA or Ari though.
They got SZA, Kendrick, and J Rock.
But
TDE.
SZA or Ari.
You Schoolboy Q.
SZA or Ari. Y'all not about to.
Let's not talk about this.
No, SZA. I'm going SZA over Ari. But I love both of them.
All right, so music wise,
Yes,
I'm picking
SZA.
Ari.
I'm still
but-
picking SZA.
Toxicity.
I'm taking SZA too.
I'm picking Ari music wise. I'm picking Ari.
What was Ari?
But I like SZA. I love SZA though.
Cocoa Butter Baby. Was that it? Was that the album?
Shea Butter.
Shea Butter Baby. I apologize. Yeah, all the women had that on rotation, but
That's a fact.
no, that SZA last album crazy.
This album is actually pretty decent. I like it.
Decent?
Like, I mean, I'm not saying like that.
Decent?
This album, I thought you meant like the last one, the one before this one.
No, I'm talking about. I mean, no, the last one before is crazy too.
Yeah.
Control is crazy. I
It's-
think this one is.
This one is. I like this one.
Next year, she raking in Grammys. I'm almost certain.
SZA,
Who
didn't
you-
she?
Who you got though? You ain't pick.
You didn't.
I would
SZA.
say Toxicity.
So
So
SZA.
Yeah.
but Ari getting her toxic bag too, but she just sings it.
SZA sing it too, but it's
SZA sings it, but Ari sings it. It's hold on.
toxicity. That's it's
It's
pure
a little-
toxicity.
No,
Shorty had a whole song about killing her ex, bro. Like
that's my
Ari a
shit.
freak though. She got 50 shades. 50 shades of
my
choke,
shit.
nigga. Oh my god.
She glorified being a side chick.
I love SZA.
I don't know.
I love Ari too,
She
though.
did glorify it though.
Shout out to that girl.
But we are at the end of the show. We went over a little bit because we started late. But we do appreciate y'all for tuning in to TimbukTuesday. Just a friendly reminder. A lot of y'all might not be aware, but I don't know what just happened. There it goes. We will be at the IX Center on the 31st of March through the 2nd for the Piston Power Autorama. We will be broadcasting live all weekend with all type of shows. I won't be having a show unless I have an open spot, but It's gonna be a whole bunch of shows. We have Talking About Balls, Lex Vegas, That Got Dub, Club Pizzle, and much more. Starting Friday at 11 on March 31st. So please, if you want to even come out and get on the camera, we will allow you on the show. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. No, but
I'm off that weekend.
I will be there. I will be there all weekend.
Sometimes
I will be there all weekend, producing every show. Well, not every show, but most of the shows.
Yeah.
So you will find me there.
You might well hop on the mic, man.
You might as well have a 2 hour.
I'll pull up if you do some shit.
Yeah, if you have a show, I'll be there.
All right. Well, you heard it here. They will be there.
Do some shit though. Only if you do some shit.
Bet JG said he has an idea for the show at IX Center. Dope.
Sounds like we need to be there.
Let me know, bro. I'll pull up.
So that's March 31st through April 2nd.
I'm off on the 1st and the 2nd.
Let me look at the calendar. I just want to say real quick again, if you or someone is looking for a job, pull up to American Seaway Food, 5300 Richmond Road. We have 3 sessions tomorrow, 9 a.m., 11:30 p.m. 11:30 a.m. And you pull up at 11:30 p.m. if you want. I ain't gonna be there, but 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pull up, man. Take a tour of the facility if you like what you see. Interview for the job on the spot. They make offers right on the spot. You could start as early as Friday. Actually Thursday. You could start early as Thursday at American Seaway Food. Could be 2-3 weeks depending on how the questions go. But man, pull up, man. If you're looking for a job, like I said, $17 an hour. Come get you employed, man. I know it's tax season. I know y'all niggas balling, man, but
that money don't last forever.
It do not last forever, man. So pull up, get you a job, man.
So you can get more money for next tax season and ball out again.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for tuning in to TimbukTuesday. Y'all have a good night, man.
Hey kids, it's the Wild Man. Join me every Tuesday night from 6 to 10 on Redline Radio LLC, where I play the greatest hits of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. There's a whole lot of them, too. And on the first Tuesday of every month, we'll feature the greatest hits of the 1980s. We play the hits. We'll also play those songs that your favorite radio station has long since forgotten. We'll also feature decades, artists, or genres in our Star Spotlight. We'll play those songs throughout the evening. You can also enjoy a blast from the past with our Wild Man Memory Grenades. And unlike other stations, I'm taking your requests and dedications. Yes, I am. We actually do that. Like my Facebook page, at Wild Man On Air, to keep up on all the goings-on. So join me, 6 p.m. every Tuesday night, Redline Radio, LLC.com.
That ain't it. It's not going to be. Mirror, mirror in my car. Why these niggas so far? Objects and mirrors ain't closer than they are, but these niggas ain't on what I'm on. Damn, I ball. I ain't got no ball. I say I'm on, but I ain't on. They applaud, I get applause. I know I'm awesome. Yeah, I'm a playboy, baby, but sometimes you gotta pause them and they're them all. They ain't all playing possum. If they like games, I got a little, they can buy some. I don't give samples. The only way that you can try some is if I hit you with a little line and sell them. Pull up on the clear, they stop to stare. I pull up on the clear, they stop to stare. I pull up on the clear, they stop to stare. I pull up on the clear, they stop to stare. Yeah, they on me like a loan. I put them on. They on me like a loan. I put them on. They on me like a loan. I put them on. They on me like a loan. I put them on. I flip my hair. They like, whoop, Ric Flair. I'm not whoop, Mike Jones. They want me before I'm on. They want to know what flow I'm on. Like a Mac, I'm on top with all the cheese. I might just bring a foreign home. Bring her back. You want to get fly like me? You can't cause you a gnat. Trying to get inside the club, but you can't cause you in that. I got on off like it don't cost and I don't cap. And that's on cap. That ain't no cap. The cash on cap like at the mat. Middle little plate. That ass for fact. What you on. I'm tryna slide. She asked me where you from. They I'm from the five. She said, okay, that's cool. I like your vibe. We hop back in the whip. Oh, she took a ride to the other side. Oh, you look so thick. I bet you get that from your mama's side. Don't mind all the gangsters and the money, baby. Come inside. You gon' have a seat for you a sip. You drink the Rossi, right? If you don't got this, say two. Just pick your pose and you can choose. Is you some type of player? No, I'm not, baby. I'm super fly. Then why you move so smooth like that? And don't you tell me what I like. But for me to do that, I have to really care about what you like. And I ain't about to tell you lies. I am not the type of guy to care. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. Pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. Pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. Yeah, they on me like it long. I put them on. I put them on. They on me like long. I put them on.